You see, I thought I knew everything there was to know about Eagles fandom. I thought I saw fandom at its pinnacle.
Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. Fight, 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 fight. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Woo! I bleed green, baby!
But no, ladies and gentlemen, that's not what I'm talking about. Because today, this individual I have with me here today,
the official B Suave NFC Championship Postgame Report, the Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl Pregame Report. We was down all year.
nothing short of excitement.
Flap your wings now! Flap your wings!
And you know Smith's speed, he goes inside and then he just
What?
off. And one of his great tricks.
Joy.
Oh, thank you, Lord! Oh, God,
Elation.
Thank you, God.
He fumbled it.
I told you, they didn't want to give it to us.
Ecstatic. High-spirited, some might say.
Year 3 of the official B Suave Postgame Report. It's the official B Suave Postgame Report. It's the official B Suave Postgame Report. It's the official B Suave Postgame Report. You know what it is. It's the official B Suave Postgame Report. It's the official B Suave Postgame Report.
The thrill of it all.
Come on, man! Come on, man! Flap your wings now! What's up?
A little bit of anxiousness.
He got me high, got me pissed right now. But it ain't just him. Our offensive line is playing like hot garbage. Cam Jordan, garbage. Jordan Mailata, garbage.
I mean, I'm talking about the guy that like wears his emotions on his sleeve.
Fly Eagles fly, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a treat. We're going to have a conversation today with the host of the official B Suave Postgame Report. He's going to talk to us all about where this postgame show came from, his thoughts on the Eagles' most recent performance, and who knows, there just may be some additional content. Our host today, ladies and gentlemen, of the B Suave Postgame Report, nothing short of charisma. See for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, a man who needs no introduction. I'm accompanied by the official host of the B Suave, the official B Suave Postgame Report, which typically follows, like I said, following after every Eagles game. I have him today. The Eagles now just lost to the Denver Broncos 21-17. So we're going to learn everything about where did this official B Suave Postgame Report come from. We're going to talk to the host himself. Brian, how are you today? Talk to me, man. You and I?
You really want to know how I am today?
I'm afraid to ask, but I got to ask for the viewers.
Because you my dog. Because usually I don't talk to nobody after this.
Okay.
Aaliyah, she go upstairs. Oh. My wife goes upstairs with my son, and I just sit in silence.
So I should consider myself blessed then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you my boy. So I was like, you know what?
Okay.
We gonna do it because we go way back.
Okay.
But any other, nah, I ain't doing it.
Gotcha.
We had to reschedule. We had to reschedule.
A blessing we have today, host. Guys, we have the host of the official B Suave Postgame Report, Brian here himself. He's going to talk to us about the postgame report, where it came from, where the idea came from. He's also going to give us his reactions to today's game that we had a chance to watch. So definitely want to hear from his perspective. But Brian, let's get to it. So talk to me, Brian. The official B Suave Postgame Report. You are now on year 2 or year 3? Which one are we talking?
Well, so this is my 3rd year with my official page.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
But the first year, it was just something I was just doing on my story. And then
on your Instagram
my Instagram story. And then people were just like, you need to make a page, you need to do this, you need to do that. And I was like, I don't feel like I want to do all that. But then, the supply and demand.
Okay.
They wanted it, and I was like, you know what, let me just give the people what they want. Now they talking about
people.
Yeah, now they talking about YouTube. And I'm like, I don't know about all YouTube just yet. But we'll see how it goes. So in short, year 3 of The official B Suave Postgame Report. It's the official B Suave Postgame Report. It's the official B Suave Postgame Report. It's the official B Suave Postgame Report. You know what it is. It's the official B Suave Postgame Report. It's the official B Suave Postgame Report. Trademark that.
Do I need to add anything else? I think we got the picture loud and clear there. So year 3 of the official B Suave Postgame Report. Brian, talk to me. Where did the Eagles fandom come from? Where did this start? I mean, like, is this something that's been since you were a little guy, since you were a young kid, or like is this something you picked up more so like in your adult years in terms of being a fan of the Philadelphia Eagles?
Well, it's something that's just in me. It was just in me.
It was in the blood.
Yeah, in the blood. My whole family, they from Philly. They're from Philadelphia. And I was just raised that this is what we do.
Okay.
We ain't a pretty city. We a gritty city.
Okay.
This is just what we do. So, but I didn't get this crazy probably until I was in college.
Okay.
Because I had to kind of dial it back with, living with my parents and everything. But when I got to school, I kind of got ridiculous a little bit. And I started taking it to heart because then I'm starting spending my own money on stuff.
Okay.
I started spending my own money to go to games and buy jerseys and all that stuff. Before I wasn't
games ain't cheap now.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
I wasn't as financially invested.
Sure.
But now I am. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this. And for them to do me like this.
Okay.
So yeah, it started. It was in the blood. I was raised to do this, but I went to the next level once I started spending my own money and my own time.
True. That makes sense because when you start investing money in something, then all of a sudden there's a level of seriousness that gets
yes,
that makes sense.
And I take it very serious, even though my wife says it ain't that serious. It's just a game
to her.
How dare you? How dare you?
Not the game. Yeah. Not the game that I go out there and die
that I would die for.
Practice.
I lose my voice every week. All right? I'm like this to the TV.
Right, let me ask you real quick. How do your neighbors feel about this? When the postgame report is going on, let's just say it's nothing short of animation. We just saw the clips heading into today's video. How do your neighbors feel about the official B Suave postgame report? Have you heard any complaints?
Well, I'm here
specifically on the noise level.
I'm here to tell you right now. We don't care.
Okay.
We don't care.
Okay.
We don't care.
I hear you.
We don't care. Like, and I can't help it. I just can't help it. My wife asked me, why can't you? I just can't. I can't. I gotta have some type of release.
Yeah.
Okay. And they haven't said nothing. Most of them are Giants fans anyway, so they better not say nothing to me.
Got you.
They better not say nothing to me. But in terms
Stepfather's
of
a Cowboys fan,
yeah,
he's an NFC East villain of ours. So.
Yeah, he's. Look, I ain't gonna say. Look,
yeah.
I told him. I said, look, you should be happy. I saved your daughter from a lifetime of disappointment. Look at you.
That's true.
Look at you, upset every week. You upset. I saved your grandson.
That too.
So you should thank me. Thank me.
We're gonna pray for Pastor Brooks.
Yeah, we gonna pray for him. We gonna pray for him because he still can't tell me why he a Cowboys fan. He make up some. You know how they do. They make up some random story. Oh, back in 19. I ain't trying to hear that. Yeah, just say you jumped on the bandwagon.
Last time they won a Super Bowl, you and I wasn't even alive. You believe that?
Nah, yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, and I said, look, you didn't have no kids. I ain't gonna say what I ain't gonna say. But you ain't had no kids. You know what I said to him.
See, I told you save for the red button, but we're gonna say some things for after the red button too.
BTS behind the scenes.
That's it. There you go. Ryan, so you mentioned the fact you said before you started getting crazy with it, right? So some people feel, Brian, that the Eagles fan base is a little bit bipolar. This is what people tell me as I talk to the people about what they think about the Philadelphia, not just the Eagles, but just the Philadelphia fan base, Eagles, Flyers, Sixers. They celebrate you one week, they hate you the next. Brian, can you explain this love and hate relationship in your words that the Philadelphia fan base has for their sports team?
Well, so, I heard, you call us bipolar, you call us whatever you want, obnoxious, arrogant. Thank you.
Okay.
And little do they know, all that stuff, we wear it like we wear it as a badge of honor.
Okay.
Because that's what it's like being a Philly fan. Yes, I will boo my own team.
Okay. After
we won the Super Bowl, we just won the Super Bowl. We haven't lost a game in over a year.
Yeah.
And I will boo them.
Yeah.
Because if they are not meeting the standard, you getting booed.
Gotcha.
So what do I got to say about that? I don't care. because we have a ball over here. We have a ball over here. Yes, we won the Super Bowl, but we will boo you. True. We don't care. We don't care if so bipolar. Yeah, we love you one week, but we just want to see effort.
Right.
Somebody like Allen Iverson, he's the greatest basketball player of all time to me. To me, my hero, right? He put it out there every single game.
Yeah.
He would go out to that. He would go out there and die for it.
Yeah.
That's all we want to see. We just want to see effort.
True.
Whether you win or lose, we want to see. We want to see total effort, and
Right.
that's really what it is. That's what it comes down to.
Got you. So, Brian, if I'm hearing you correct, what you're trying to say is, when you come to Philly, you put on the jersey. It ain't just about getting out there and collecting your money and looking cute. Like, there's expectations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People expect to win. We want to see you win,
Yeah.
and when you don't, we're gonna let you know.
Yeah, yes, because this is our lifestyle. This is our life.
Got you.
Like we spend our hard-earned money
Mm-hmm.
to support this team.
Got you.
If you ain't ready to die about it,
Mm-hmm.
don't come here.
I got you.
Just
I
don't
got
come
you.
here.
It's like you're lacking.
Yeah, don't come here.
So, Brian, let's get to the game today. As I mentioned before, the Eagles dropped this game 21-17. So, give me your thoughts on how Eagles played. The most recent report that came out towards the end of the game, it says that the Eagles gave up 153 yards in the fourth quarter to 15 yards. Philly only had 15 yards. It says that they were outscored 15-0 in the fourth quarter. Brian, talk to me about your thoughts on today's game versus the Broncos.
One word: embarrassing. We lack discipline this game.
Okay.
Okay. So we have yet to put together a complete game all year. Okay, it's either one half is great and the other half is not, or we can't throw the ball and we can't run up. Like we have yet to put together a complete game. This game, we came out, Jalen Hurts, he throwing the rock. You know, it's looking good. You know, we getting AJ Brown involved. We get to him later. We'll get to him later.
Gotcha.
We throwing the ball. AJ Brown's getting his touches and everything.
Right.
But this collapse, we up 17-3 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Just lack of discipline. We got penalties. Even though, look, I'm not the type of guy to blame the refs, all right? But that intentional grounding call, ridiculous. Because first, you didn't throw the flag.
Right.
And then you threw the flag.
I give that to you. There was a couple
And
calls
then you
the refs
pick it
did
up.
miss. There was a couple calls the refs did miss. Yeah.
What are we doing here? What are we
agree.
doing here? And just because we swung Bo Nix around like a rag doll on that one. And he just happened to throw the ball and the receivers in the vicinity. So it's not, no, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's how we got played on that one. And then that same drive, Zach Bond, he gets called for the personal foul, for the unnecessary roughness.
Sure. Yeah.
The offensive player was still fighting for the first down.
I
He was
agree.
still fighting for it.
I agree.
Now, would I see it as a bang bang play? No, I wouldn't say it's a bang bang play, but he was still fighting for it. You can't penalize. They got us.
Yeah.
They got us.
No,
They got
agree.
us.
I definitely agree with you on that. I think, the other thing I think about, so again, like I said, 153 yards to 15 yards, didn't score once in the fourth quarter. Do you have any concerns for the Philadelphia Eagles when it comes to their ability of being able to close games?
Well, I wouldn't say in the ability to close games, because every week leading up to this, it's been close games, and we've been able to come up with a turnover, or Jalen Hurts make clutch plays at the end.
You got Jordan Davis 2 weeks
right,
ago.
right,
Blocked field goal.
exactly. So they've been able to close games with clutch play by their best players.
Right.
Okay, but this game in particular, it was just self-inflicted injuries. Self-inflicted. So it was self-inflicted, right? We it's third down. We hit Devontae Smith on a go route, right? We hit him on a go route. He catches the ball, but it's an illegal shift by Saquon Barkley. Yeah. So that makes it fourth down and 15, and then we got to punt the ball.
Right.
That's coaching. That is coaching. So, I mean, it's just been this stagnant offense that I'm just sick of seeing. I'm just sick of it. It's very predictable. And, so in terms of, our luck is going to run out eventually. Right? So who blocks 2 kicks in the same quarter? Like, that really doesn't happen, right?
Yeah.
So the luck's gonna run out eventually. Eventually, we have to be a disciplined team.
Right. You got to win the game.
We gotta win it. We can't just let the other team lose it.
Right.
We gotta go out and we gotta win a game and put together a complete game of football. We haven't done it yet, but it's week 5. I ain't tripping, even though it might look like I'm tripping, but I ain't tripping yet.
No, it's okay. Sometimes you got to trip. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, believe me.
I definitely hear you now. I think, like you said, we talk about winning the game. I'm thinking about the Philadelphia Eagles. in the last Super Bowl that we just watched in February. There was no question. That's right. I was here.
He was sitting right on the guy. He was wearing this actually.
Saw it in person.
He was wearing this.
I did have the chain.
You had the chain on, and you was just with your hands just stress free.
Oh yeah.
Just stress free.
Well, you know why? Because the boys went out there and did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
Much like what you just said. There was no question in anybody's mind.
Nope.
The Eagles went out there and they put a shellacking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, the chumps.
So they I mean, I wouldn't say they're looking horrible this year, but they had some injuries. I'll give them that. Well, we'll see what they look like going forward.
We'll see. I mean, they talking about when Rashid Rice gets back. Who do y'all think Rashid Rice is? All right, I ain't going through this to a football podcast, but come on now. Y'all acting like he Randy Moss or something out here. When Rashid, who do you think he is?
Well, you know what it is? I think that team, you talk about the Chiefs, they put so much faith in their quarterback that they believe all we got to do is put decent bodies out there, and he's just gonna make them.
No, and they've seen that ain't the case no more.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. And then, like you said, teams get smarter. Teams try to figure out your go-to. They try to figure out what it is that you're good at and try to figure out how to stop.
And his safety blanket, Travis Kelce getting older.
Right.
Just retire and just live with your billionaire wife, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Billionaire she is.
She just put out an album. She sending shots at people. I ain't gonna turn this into a music podcast, but just go ahead.
Tell Taylor Swift to put that on the album. Tell Taylor Swift to put that on the album.
Right off into the sunset. We good.
Yeah. Or better yet, get on your brother's podcast and y'all keep
pushing.
Find something else to bring some additional income in. But so speaking of teams being able to figure out what it is that you're good at and try to stop it, I'm thinking about Saquon Barkley right now. So Saquon Barkley averaged 143 yards a game last year in 2024. Through 5 games this year, he's only averaging 76.8. How are you feeling about that, Brian? Or does that bring any concern? Are you worried at all? He's been relatively quiet at the start of this season.
How do I feel about it?
Yeah.
Well, I would say it starts up front.
Okay.
All right. So we returned all of our offensive linemen from last year except our right guard, Mekhi Becton.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Now, Mekhi Becton, he was our right guard, was next to Lane Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
He was 6'6", over 340 pounds. Huge. Okay. We
Mm-hmm.
replaced him with a guy that might be like 6'4", 320 pounds, maybe 300 pounds.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
We're really missing Mekhi Becton's presence on the offensive line because a lot of those runs that Saquon hit was right off of Mekhi Becton's behind, right off of him.
I got you.
So we're missing that. Not only are we missing that, our Pro Bowl left guard Landon Dickerson, he partially tore his meniscus in training camp. He came back after a week or 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. He's not all the way healthy.
Sure. He's
been playing terrible. He's been terrible this year. And to no fault of his own, he's hurt. And he even left the game early today because he got hurt. And I'm thinking it's that knee.
Probably,
that's what I'm thinking. So, it starts up front. Jordan Mailata's not playing as well. The left tackle, Lane Johnson, not playing. None of them are playing as well as they did last year. And that's where it starts. That's where it starts.
Yeah. No, I could definitely agree with that. So, like you said, basically what you're hitting on is the offensive line is really not what we would expect it to be for Saquon to be able to put up some of the numbers. He put up last year.
Yeah, because he hasn't lost a step. He's still Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, and we see that every once in a while when he gets a pass. I don't have the stats in front of me. I think he averaged about 7 or 9 carries today. Is what he had. I don't know how many yards.
He ran a little better today.
Yeah,
he ran better today. Mm-hmm. And he still has that burst.
Right.
But I mean, when you're getting hit behind the line of scrimmage, like there's only so much that you can do. So that all goes back to the guys up front. They got to be better. They just got to be better.
I agree with you, Brian. Last week, star wide receiver for the Eagles, AJ Brown, had this to say via X, formerly known as Twitter. It says, "If you're not welcome, not listened to, quietly withdraw. Don't make a scene, shrug your shoulders, and be on your way." Brian, do these words from Mr. Brown himself raise any level of concern for you?
First of all, AJ, Arthur Juan Brown. All right, that's his name, Arthur Juan.
I knew it was Arthur. I didn't know the
Arthur Juan. I don't know where that came from.
Okay,
but Arthur Juan Brown, shrug your shoulders and don't make a scene. My brother, you are making a scene
every week.
You are literally making a scene. Yeah. You're adding fuel to the fire. Yeah. I could go on all day about this, AJ. So yes, it's concerning to me because AJ, your quarterback, he's already under a microscope as it is. Right. From the local media, the national media, they got their own opinions about how good he is.
Right.
You're adding fuel to that fire. If that's your boy, if you my boy,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Say in this interview, right?
Mm-hmm.
You say something I don't like,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. I ain't gonna go on Twitter and just sub you.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna go on Twitter and sub because you my boy, and I value that relationship.
Right. Exactly.
I value the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So why add fuel to the fire, knowing he's under a microscope as
you
it
can just
is,
talk to him right
when
now.
you could just,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if that's your boy and you value that relationship, you
Mm-hmm.
can't do that. You
Yeah.
can't do it.
Yeah. No, I agree. You know, and I know wide receivers. They typically say they tend to be what people call prima donnas. You know, they tend to be a little pampered and edgy attitude.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely get that, but I would also say for somebody like AJ Brown, there's no question in terms of what your value is to the Philadelphia Eagles. So I agree with you. I also feel if AJ feels he's not getting enough touches, he's not getting enough targets. All you got to do is say one word, and they're gonna. If you tell them to jump, they're gonna say ha ha.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have enough of a presence on this team that your voice is heard. Talk to your quarterback. Talk to your offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? There's enough people he can talk to, like I said, to be able to get the ultimate result he wants. Because now I think it just raises more headache. You got all this drama now. I think about for the last 5 to 6 days, we've been hearing all these comments about, are the Eagles going to trade AJ Brown? Are they going to keep him? Yep. So it just adds more fuel to the fire. I mean, the news outlets, the media, they're happy because they got their stories right.
They talk about it all.
But I definitely agree with you. I think AJ Brown, he should be in a position where he should know that he's in a position where he can make his presence known. Like, if you got a problem, just talk to them. Yeah. Just talk to them. I mean, so.
Well, what I will say, about AJ, right? So, do I agree with him? Yes, I agree with him. I'm mad that you ain't getting the ball too. Yeah. I'm mad too because I know in order for us to reach that level, you have to be a huge part of this offense. Yeah. I know that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But the way you went about it just probably wasn't the best. It wasn't the best, right? Right. But in the same breath, I can think, okay, well, maybe he has exhausted he's done everything he could. He tried talking to the coach. He tried to talk to Jalen. Right. And he's like, well, this is this is my last resort here. This is what I got to do. It could be that. Right. Now, would I say, would I still agree with it? No, I don't. But at the same time, like, you got to find a better way to express it, right? But we mad too. We want you to get the ball too because we know for us to be our best, you got to be your best. Right. And they gave a good perspective about a wide receiver. So many things have to go right for a wide receiver to get the ball. Mm-hmm. They got to block right. Right. It has to be the right play call. Mm-hmm. The offensive line got to block. The quarterback got to see you, and the quarterback got to throw an accurate pass. Right. All those things have to happen for you to get the ball, and you got to run the right route. Right. Exactly. Right. But for Saquon to get the ball, they just hand the ball off to him. I think got to go right for him to get the ball. Just don't fumble the snap. You know what I mean? So I get it. You're on that island. It's frustrating, and we frustrated too. Mm-hmm. But you can't go about it that way. You're making $30 million, and that's another thing. Mm-hmm. You're making $30 million. He got it. He got his money. Mm-hmm. He got his ring. Now he wants to think about his legacy, and that's probably where this is coming from. It's his legacy. Right. Where is he going to be looked at amongst the greats? Mm-hmm. He ain't going to be looked at amongst the greats if he's averaging 30 yards a game. Right. No, that's a good point. And then, like you said, too, maybe this is the last resort. Maybe he has exhausted all the other options. Yeah. I didn't think about it like that, too. That's another point. Yeah. I think me personally, like I said, I just wouldn't go that route. Yeah. I'm a very direct, clear person. If me and you got a confrontation, we're going to talk about it. I'm much like you. That's my personal opinion. But I agree. Yeah. Hopefully they get things hashed out, and we'll see what they put together for Thursday for the upcoming game. Brian, so in the NFC, what other teams do you feel right now are the best competition to the Eagles? Let me also first just say, because I knew you were going to say it anyway. I know in your mind there is no competition to the Eagles because the Eagles is, they at the top. They are the standard. But anyway, going back to the question, Brian, what other teams in the NFC right now do you feel are competition to the Philadelphia Eagles? Nobody in our division. Okay. Okay, let's just get that out the way. Right. Okay. Which would be Commanders, Cowboys, and Giants. Yeah, nobody in our division. They're none of them are competition. Let's get that out the way. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at the NFC North. I'm looking at the Packers. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm still looking at them. Mm-hmm. And then I'm looking at who we played last week, the Bucks. Okay. Just because, we squeaked by the Bucks last week, but to be honest, they weren't fully healthy. Mm-hmm. Like they were missing their best receiver out there. Bucks didn't look bad. I think the Bucks gave the Eagles a good and then they got a pretty good defense. Mm-hmm. So I'd definitely say Green Bay with the addition of Micah Parsons. Right. Because they already had a pretty good defense anyway. Yeah. And adding him might take them over the top. I agree. As long as their quarterback doesn't wet the bed. Yeah. I think they'll definitely be in the mix. And then, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. for sure. And then obviously, the Rams maybe, depending on how they decide to play any given day.
Right.
But I would definitely say those three. And then I can't forget about the Lions as well. I mean, I'm still not a really a huge believer in what who they are. But I can't deny the team that they become, and then also I really like the coach. I like Dan Campbell. So I would say those 4 teams are probably the biggest threat to us. Everybody else can kick rocks. Actually, they all can kick rocks.
Okay.
But if I just for the sake of the interview, those are the 4 teams that.
Lions, Bucks, Packers,
Rams.
and Rams.
I still say the Rams, even though we beat those 2.
Yeah. Speaking of Dan Campbell, Brian, I think you embody a little bit of Dan Campbell in your persona.
Oh yeah, I just don't be talking about biting kneecaps and all that other stuff.
Yeah, well, that's not good. Yeah. Let me you try to bite my kneecap. We're gonna end this friendship real quick. All right, just let you know.
Yeah, I do it. That must be some humor that he.
Yeah.
We don't say nothing like that.
Okay, good. That's what I like to hear. So let me shift gears here for a little bit, transitioning out of football into baseball. We have our Philadelphia Phillies right now, who just played their first game yesterday against LA Dodgers, losing that game 5-3. Brian, the Phillies were up 3-0 early in the second inning. Now, by the second inning is where things started to take a turn for the worse. Philly ended up losing that game. Brian, how did the Philadelphia Phillies come out on top against the Los Angeles Dodgers?
They won't. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not a believer in the Phillies. I'm just not. Okay? Because they've broken my heart too many times the last 3 years. I'm just not a believer. Okay? Yeah. So they up 3-0 going into the 6th inning or whatever the heck it was.
Yeah.
You choke like that.
Yeah.
But that's textbook for them.
Yeah,
it's textbook for them.
True.
It is. They brought back the same team. It's gonna be the same result.
Right.
I'm sorry. It's just gonna be the same result. I have no expectation. Do I want them to win? Yes.
Right.
But do I think they have it in them? No.
Right.
I don't. I have no faith. The only team I got faith in the city is the Eagles, and we just lost today. So that's a lot. But I'm sorry. The Phillies, they've let me down too many times. They gotta show me. They gotta prove to me. Like, I don't care about the regular season. I don't care about 95 wins or whatever they had.
Right.
Show me what you're going to do when the lights are on and it matters the most.
Right.
Show me that.
Yeah, and I think I agree with you. I think, when you talk about playoff baseball, 2 of the things that are really important, and I mean, I guess they're always important, but it's hitting and pitching.
Yep.
Now, the starting pitcher, Sanchez, I thought he did a great job. I think he had 8, what do you call it? Strikeouts. He struck out 8 different people yesterday. Now, the bullpen didn't look so good. The first guy that they had up, he gave up 2 runs. And then the rest of the bullpen, I think there may have been whoever filed. I just don't remember the names of which.
Matt Strong gave up that 3-run homer.
Some of the other bullpen pitchers, like I think that was really where the issue started. I mean, because like I said, the starting pitcher, Sanchez, he played, I think, up to at least the 6th inning.
At least the 6th inning, and then he started he kind of got fatigued.
Yeah.
And I think he let in those 2 runs.
Yeah.
And then they pulled him. Then it was 3-2.
Exactly. Yeah.
Then they pulled him, but he was at like over 90 pitches, so he started to get fatigued, so they pulled him. Mm-hmm. Then they put in Robertson, this dude. He was kind of getting hit around a little bit.
Right.
They had the bases. They had 2 people on base.
Yeah.
And then they brought Matt Strom in. Matt Strom let up a 3-run home run. Boop,
yeah.
5-3.
Yeah.
And we couldn't do nothing.
We definitely got to find a way to get some hits. Like I did check the stat sheet earlier today. Both 2 of our biggest hitters, Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber, neither one of them had any hits yesterday.
Yeah.
Neither one of them. So, I mean, we can't have games like that if we're going to expect to be a decent team. We're going to be able to put ourselves, in competition to even be considered.
Yeah.
Or give ourselves a chance to even beat the Dodgers.
Yeah.
So,
the big dogs.
Yeah.
Who we paying a big money to.
Yeah.
They got to be the ones to carry it. They got to carry it.
Yeah.
Because if they not carrying it, we can't expect the 7th and 8th batter.
Yeah.
We can't do that.
Yeah.
If we gotta expect them to bring us to the promised land, we already lost. It's over.
Yeah,
it's over. We can't expect them to do that. We paying them the money. They gotta deliver.
Yeah, no, I definitely do with you on that. Brian, the NBA season's right around the corner, so let's take a look at our resident Philadelphia 76ers. How are you feeling about the Sixers, Brian, going into this upcoming season? I know how I'm feeling. We're gonna let you go first.
Yeah, my wife thought I didn't like basketball no more because how much I was watching. I wasn't watching them at all after
last
November.
Year.
Yeah, last year. Oh, I wasn't.
Pretty.
How am I feeling? They get on my freaking nerves. All right, because Joel Embiid, So okay, this go back to last year.
Mhm.
You in the Olympics and you playing in the Olympics and you hyping up the crowd and doing all that mess, and then you barely even play for us.
Yes, I agree. Can't argue with you. On that one.
Yo, come on, bro. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
What are we doing here? What's the priority here?
Yeah.
What's the priority here? You go play for the USA, but then you ain't even give us no burn.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. That's the exact opposite of who Allen Iverson was.
Right. Yeah.
Do you want it or not?
Mm-hmm.
They're just a joke. They're just a joke. It's a joke. You got Paul George in here who barely plays.
Yeah.
You thought bringing 35-year-old Paul George in here was going to do something?
Yeah.
Give me a break. Give me a break. So where they're going to have to, I have no expectation for them. They're going to have to prove to me why they deserve our attention.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with you on that. I would say where I'm at right now, I'm really not, my hopes are not too high. I'm really happy. I'm happy to see the kid from the Bahamas they picked up in the draft, VJ Edgecombe.
Oh, he's a dog.
Yeah, he looks good. He definitely looks good.
But
as far as Embiid and Paul George, I mean, let's face it, Paul George didn't even want to be here in Philly.
No,
he just came because LA wasn't going to give him the money he wanted in LA. So that's the only reason why Paul George is here. We're going to be honest. So, I don't know what we're going to get out of him. Like you said, he is a little bit older. He's 35 years old. But as far as production, I mean, you got to be available. And I don't know, is he going to be able to do that at the degree we need if we're going to be a decent team? Embiid, same thing, man. I mean, this issue with his back and the knee, I mean, it's always something different, honestly, every year. But, just that size of an individual and just the amount of pressure that's on his back and his knees and his joints, as we can see, it's becoming more and more difficult, for him to be able to have, any level of a productive season, of a productive career. So, I mean, it's kind of tough to have high hopes for Philly. I mean, Maxey, I know he's going to go out there and give us 110%. I love Maxey. BJ Escom, like I said, looks good. I know the kid I had last year, Jared McCain, had a great season as well.
Yeah, he's hurt again though. So
that too.
He getting bit by the injury bug.
Yeah.
We don't even know if Embiid. They said they don't even know. They're more. He's just a joke, bro.
Yeah.
Like you tell me you don't even know if Embiid's gonna be ready. Like what are we doing?
And that's the thing is, when did Embiid get shut down? Did he get shut down in February?
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
that's what
March. I think March or February, and then right after that, Paul George was right after. So I'm like, how is he not ready?
How is he not ready?
Well, here we are 6-7 months later. What do you mean he's not ready?
Yeah. Oh, Embiid looks good. Look at his workout. I don't care. We don't care.
Yeah,
we don't care until we see it
and get on the floor. Yeah,
we don't care.
Yeah.
We don't care. So expectations, they're in the toilet. They're in the toilet.
No, I completely agree with you on that one. And then, lastly, Brian, apart from our sports world, as always, I like to give my viewers something informative that they can take back into their lives and apply. So specifically for our men, Brian, you are a father, you are a husband. For single men out there who may be delaying on the idea of marriage, what's your advice to them on why they should pursue marriage in your own personal perspective?
So yes, I am a father, I am a husband.
Mm-hmm.
I would say winning the Super Bowl was the third best day of my life.
Okay.
The third.
At least he's honest.
The third.
Aaliyah, I hope you're listening.
The third best day.
I hope you're listening, Aaliyah. No. The third. They said it for my people.
The third best day of my life. Okay. All right. So I just had to throw that out there.
Which one? Let's specify. 2017 or 2024?
Oh, this one. 2024, and it's just simply because it was just so. It was no doubt. I just felt like it was like the best day. Like you was here. I just started drinking and doing whatever in the halftime. And I'm singing, I'm dancing, I'm falling all over the floor.
I do remember. Well, we already watched the videos coming into it. They've seen it already.
It was complete jubilation. You was there.
I do.
You was there. I had my cigar, smoking my cigar in the house. I probably should did that. My wife was pretty mad about that. It was like 12:30, and I was like, I want a cigar. I need a victory cigar. And I'm playing Freeway. What we do, even though what we do is what. I'm smoking my cigar in the living room. It was bad because my wife could smell the cigar smoke upstairs. So but it was worth it. It was worth it. It was worth it. Okay. My bad. Back to what you're saying. All right. Who you decide to marry is I say as a man, is the most important decision you'll ever make.
Okay.
It's the most important decision you will ever make.
Why is that?
Especially if you have aspirations of having children, right? Your children are your legacy. You know what I mean? So you want to make sure you choose someone because, like, I'm a very active father. Okay. Very active. I had a very active father. I have one. He's still here. But there's just some things that we're just not as good at as the mom is.
Okay,
Especially
yeah,
the
that's
mom
fair.
is there. Like,
I
you
agree
know,
with that.
the child is more drawn to the mother, right? So they have more of an influence on how your child is brought. I'm not saying fathers don't have an influence, but we definitely have an influence.
But it's shared amongst the two of you.
Yeah, in terms of like the nurturing aspect, it's the mother, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that decision in terms of like children, that is the most important decision that you can make.
Mm-hmm.
And I also say, you know, it helps keep you grounded and focused.
Okay.
Right? Because you're not just as men, like you're not just out here just thinking like, okay, what girl can I talk to today? What girl can I go see today? Or what girl's gonna come over? What's gonna do this? You're focused on things to make yourself build yourself into a better man instead of worrying about women. Right?
Gotcha.
Because you got the woman. You know what I mean? So it helps you to stay focused. And then also I would say, you know, just in a corporate setting or just a professional setting, most men, there's always those outliers, but most successful men, they're married.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it helps them stay focused on their goals.
Studies have actually shown, I don't know what the number is, but men who are married tend to live longer than men who are single.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, 1,000%. Because, you know, as men, you know, we're not really gonna take. I don't say we're not gonna take your health seriously, but like your wife, you know, you have a wife and you have a family.
Right.
You think about, okay, I want to be here for them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I want to make sure that I'm healthy and I want to make sure I make decisions that I'm here for them. Right. And that's just something as simple as how fast you're driving the car.
Right.
You know what I mean? Decisions you're making while you're driving. Right. Because I got to make it home because I have people that I have to make it home too.
That are relying on.
You know what I mean? So just your everyday decision making, it's better because you're thinking about someone that's not not just you. You're thinking about others. You're thinking about your wife. You know what I mean? So, you know, it just keeps you grounded. She helps you be, you know, I mean, obviously, you know, choosing the right mate, she is going to help you be just a better person all around. Right. There's things that I can share with her that I can't really share with anybody else. Vulnerabilities, things that I may feel that, like, is that okay for me to feel this way? And kind of just talking through those things and having that person that you know has your back 10 times out of 10. Right. And it's nothing like feeling that love too.
Gotcha.
Like it's different love. Like, you know, you got you love your parents and, you know, you love your friends and whoever, you love your Eagles and all that stuff, you know, but it's a different type of love that you just can't really explain, especially if it's that unconditional love. And I know it's a lot of like gender war stuff and like, you know, a lot of things out here that kind of tries to pit men against women, right? But if you have that one, that stuff doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. You know what I mean? Like my wife has been through a lot of things. Like you know the extent of it. Like she's been through a lot, and she could have just left. She could have left. But she decided to stay with me, and that made us even stronger. You know what I mean? And seeing her become a mother, it's not. I can't even explain. Like seeing her become a mother and how she is as a mother, that made me want to thank my mom on my birthday.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Like now you've seen it in action.
I've seen it, and I'm like, man, like moms give everything to their kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So making sure you choose the right one to hold that title for your kids is extremely important because it can either wreck your life or elevate your life exponentially. Because I know y'all seen the stories. Like, you picked the wrong one.
Yeah. And emphasis on the IES stories.
Stories,
there's
yes.
more than one.
Yes.
There's more than one out there. Like you said, you see people getting themselves wrapped up in just crazy situations.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we won't dive into right now. But
it's all over the internet. You know, it's everywhere. But if you find that one that you can be 100%, you know, your authentic self with, and that will help you be a better man, and keep you focused and keep you grounded, it's nothing better than that. I told my brother, it's the single most important decision you'll ever make because it affects so many aspects of your life.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. I hear that. Deep words from the host of the official B Suave.
It's the official B Suave Report. It's the official B Suave Report. It's the official B.
Brian, let me ask you real quick, man. Like you got this paraphernalia on. Let's just talk
Hold
about
on,
what
hold
you
on.
got on.
Let me.
See what you got. You got this. You got this chain going on. Okay.
It's heavy too.
It is
look,
heavy.
Look, my whole upper body's like because this hat. This hat, I know y'all be seeing the ghillie hat. It's heavy, dog.
Okay.
And this chain, this ain't light. You know what I mean? But
and
I got
whose jersey you got rocking right now?
Oh, this is B Dog, my favorite, the best Eagles, the best Eagles player to ever don the jersey.
Okay.
And that goes back to the passion.
Okay.
He left it on the field every single play. The passion.
Gotcha. Brian Dawkins, that is.
Brian Dawkins, B Dog.
Who were not up to on the Eagles paraphernalia in the former roster.
Yep.
Well, Brian, I appreciate your words here today, man. I feel like I learned something. I feel like I came away with something of sustenance as we just wind it down.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm glad I was able to do this sit down. You know, kind of give the history on and kind of give like the peek behind the curtain.
Yes.
Right. Not just of what I'm doing, just of Eagles fans in general and how passionate we are.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he was here watching the game. I'm yelling at the TV. I'm screaming like it's just in me.
And this is every week, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it's every week.
And there's no facade here. There's no we're not faking anything. Like this this happens every week.
Nah.
This is normal.
No, yeah, even if I'm in the house by myself, I'm doing the same thing. It ain't for show. I'd rather be in the house by myself so I can scream and say whatever I want to say without my wife texting me from upstairs asking me, because my toddler was asleep today, and BJ see me. I had to just.
You had to hone it in.
I look, and it was hard. It was the hardest thing for me. It was the hardest thing for me. You know what I mean? But I appreciate the sit down. You know, when B hit me, he was like, "Yo, I said, me? Oh, I'm honored. I'm honored to be on multidimensional with B.O.D. You know what it is.
One more time for the closeout. It's official B
Suave. It's official B Suave. It's official B Suave. You know what it is. It's official B Suave Report. We're B.O.D. multidimensional. You know what it is. Fly Eagles fly, baby. I'm lightheaded.
Oh man, that was good.
Yeah, give me something. Give me something. Eagles! Last season?